Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's Stephanie Stevens here from Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. So many of you ask me, why am I not in a relationship? And why am I not married? First of all, I'm part of the LGBT Two-Spirit pronoun community. And I'm not married because I'm just not interested in that. I've had many failed relationships. I don't think because I'm difficult. I just think that the men that I have been with don't understand me. So today's show is about my failed relationships and why I think they failed. First of all, I think mainly a lot of relationships, when you're trying to have a relationship with an entertainer, whether it be gay, straight, whatever, is very difficult. And mainly if the person is successful or going through difficult times, and certain people aren't able to handle certain things, whether the woman is more successful or she's more or less she's more reliant on him. There's a lot of different things that play into relationships. For me, I think that a relationship requires two people that love each other. And I think in most of my relationships, I was in love with the person, and the person was in love with me. They just didn't know what to do with me. Sometimes entertainers can be very difficult. Not that I was difficult with him in our relationship, but I think that sometimes people require more of your attention than what you think. And mainly somebody that loves you and cares about you. Now, I think that it takes a lot of work for a relationship. It doesn't matter if it's heterosexual or whatever the pronoun is. Relationships are difficult all together because sometimes you come from different backgrounds. In my case, a lot of the boys that I was with were of a different race, and they had different backgrounds. And of course, me coming from the South and having a Christian background, we all know how that goes. But I think that, honestly, I love the men that I was involved with. I did. I love them. I just think that sometimes you just know when your career is something that you need to put more energy and effort into other than a relationship. And sometimes you have to make sure that you don't sacrifice that person's integrity or feelings just because of you feel like, or they feel that you're being selfish. So I think that, I've had a hard time dealing with men who I knew loved me but didn't know what to do with me. I mean, I'm not talking about sexually. I know some of y'all thought that. But no, sexually, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mentally. And, it's very difficult when a woman wants to go in a certain direction, and a woman is powerful, and she's making money, she's making moves, she's doing things that he isn't used to or isn't prepared to deal with. And a lot of times relationships can be very difficult because one partner is more successful than the other one, or they both are successful, but they're not on the same page because they're never home together to understand each other. And when they do get together, and like in my case, traveling around the world, trying to make my way, trying to understand where all of this was going. And a lot of the times when you're starting your career, it's very difficult. And there's so much ups and downs that you go through that the other person don't quite understand. They think, okay, well,